Minute ago, Elon Musk and Trump private meeting, a big surprise for you. 1 minute ago, Elon Musk and Donald Trump held a private meeting, a big surprise orchestrated by God himself. In silence, behind closed doors, something unimaginable unfolded, unseen by the world but closely watched by heaven. Though the world might label it as politics or business, the truth runs deeper. This meeting was divinely arranged, and somehow, your name was whispered into the conversation. You may not grasp how or why just yet, but heaven is weaving a chain of miracles that ties your destiny to something greater than life itself. God speaks to you now. Do not doubt what I am about to reveal. I have aligned the impossible in your favor. In that private room, where cameras were forbidden and every word was chosen with care, both men sensed an inexplicable presence. The atmosphere shifted, a profound stillness descended. And Elon Musk and Trump paused, feeling an invisible yet undeniable energy, a heavenly whisper. Though your name wasn't spoken aloud, your vibration, your destiny, and your divine mission resonated in that very moment. God declares this is no coincidence. The power of your prayers has moved mountains, and heaven has responded by inserting your name into discussions that can reshape nations. You've often wondered if God hears your cries, if your words reach the throne of grace. Today, He answers. Yes, my child. Every tear you've shed has penned a chapter in your divine story. Every silent prayer has echoed louder than thunder. Because you stayed faithful through the pain, I am positioning you before kings and visionaries. The Lord reveals that what seemed like a delay was actually divine timing, and that timing has arrived. Behind those closed doors, a vision was shared, a project, an idea, a movement poised to transform the world. But something mysterious occurred when they discussed who would align with this mission. An unseen force guided their hearts toward you. Heaven has placed a spiritual tag on your name, an invisible mark of favor that no human can erase. You may feel small, unnoticed, or forgotten, but God says, I am elevating you to places you've never ventured. I am inscribing your name where your feet have yet to tread. Those you once deemed unreachable are now being positioned to open doors for you. Understand this, your season of hiddenness wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You weren't overlooked, you were preserved. While others sought the spotlight, you were being molded in endurance, wisdom, and discernment. Now, as the world focuses on new beginnings, your divine introduction is imminent. Elon Musk and Trump were mere instruments in a grander orchestration. God affirms their meeting wasn't just about them, it was about a future that includes you. Heaven has decreed that your name will echo in rooms you never dreamed of entering. His ways surpass human logic. The world sees coincidence, heaven sees prophecy. What transpired 1 minute ago wasn't random, it was the fulfillment of a divine promise. God proclaims, I have used the powerful to prepare a stage for my chosen. And you, beloved, are among them. Your life is shifting dimensions. Even now, as you read, invisible forces are rearranging circumstances, connecting divine helpers, and forging unexpected alliances in your favor. In the coming days, expect something unusual, an unexpected message, a strange sign, or a sudden peace amid turmoil. This will be heaven's confirmation that the private discussion now pertains to you. Do not fear the quickening of your heart, says the Lord. It is me stirring your spirit, as your miracle is unleashed. You've borne burdens unknown to others, prayed for breakthroughs when all seemed lost. But God says, because you persevered, because you believed through the darkness, I will make your testimony known across nations. This meeting marks the first sign of unfolding promises. Doubters will witness doors opening without your knock. You might question why such powerful figures would connect with you. God answers, because I make the weak confound the mighty. I exalt the humble to shame the proud. I delight in showing that faith achieves what wealth cannot. Thus, your name entered their conversation, not for riches, but for purpose, not for influence, but for divine favor. You were chosen to exemplify divine alignment when heaven intervenes in human affairs. Angels are at work now. Archangel Michael leads, safeguarding your path. Forces that once hindered you tremble, for heaven's timeline is unalterable. God declares, every plot against you collapses. Every voice silencing your truth falls silent. Every curse over you shatters now. I release you into a future you never anticipated. This message arrives perfectly, as heaven sees your readiness. Trials, betrayals, and heartbreaks have purified, not destroyed, your heart. What once brought tears will soon bring radiance. God transforms wounds into wisdom, losses into legacy. Nothing was wasted. The meeting ignited a spiritual chain reaction, activating dormant promises like a heavenly switch. Though unseen physically, your name has entered the timeline of miracles. Soon, you'll be contacted, offered, or guided towards something seemingly too good to be true, but believe, for it is real. I am behind it. Watch for headlines or rumors of new alliances, global shifts, or collaborations. Within them lies a message for you. This proves your destiny transcends your surroundings. You were meant for global impact. Even the powerful align when heaven decrees. God urges, prepare yourself. A message, call, or confirmation will arrive suddenly. Do not dismiss it out of fear or disbelief. It is the miracle you've prayed for. Angels whisper your name into hearts that can bless you. The God who parted the Red Sea, raised the dead, and multiplied loaves now works for you. Reject fear and doubt, they block heaven's release. The enemy will claim this is too impossible, that ordinary people like you aren't chosen for such miracles. But God says, I specialize in the impossible. I take the least expected and make them unforgettable. What God ordains cannot be undone. Notice synchronicities, repeated numbers, dreams of light, recurring names. These affirm heaven's script. The world may not know your name yet, but heaven does, and that's enough. The divine energy from that meeting now envelopes you. You're rising to a higher vibration of faith, favor, and fulfillment. God says, do not pursue what I've already sent your way. Remain faithful, speak life, and stay ready. The opportunity comes suddenly, without delay. You've entered a prophetic hour where destiny's timelines converge. Years-long dreams will manifest in weeks. Lost hopes return divinely. Feared endings birth new beginnings. Elon Musk and Trump were unaware vessels. Heaven used their encounter as a signal for divine reversal. Hidden things reveal, delayed things accelerate, denied things grant. The Spirit says, rejoice before seeing it, for faith rejoicing draws it swiftly. I send favor as coincidence, help as strangers. Trust the process, it's all for your good. As you read, something stirs within, your spirit recognizing truth. You're here by divine guidance. Angels await your confirmation to proceed. Speak aloud, I receive it. I believe it. I am ready. Your faith summons the miracle. Soon, you'll enter surreal moments. Locked doors swing open effortlessly. Ignorers seek you. Impossible finances flow. This is divine orchestration, aligning you with heaven's will. Though the world doubts, heaven validates. You've passed tests others failed, loved through hate, forgiven through curses. Thus, I reward you publicly for private deeds. Expect shifts, deep calm, excitement bursts, divine coincidences. Embrace them as proof of motion. The hand guiding Musk's inventions and Trump's rise now rests on your destiny. You won't be left behind, miss your moment, or fall when called to rise. Heaven scripts your next chapter, redeeming your suffering. Tears watered your breakthrough, unseen times documented your faithfulness. The harvest is ripe. The world will witness what God always saw, the faithful one who never quit. Keep a pure heart, kind words, strong faith. Divine winds lift you where only grace carries. That private meeting was a heavenly signpost. The ensuing miracle bears your name. God is with you, nothing will go wrong. Trust Him, pray, believe. Your divine moment has begun. God whispers, 1 minute ago, something was murmured behind power's walls, audible only to heaven. A private meeting between Elon Musk and Donald Trump occurred, and in it, something extraordinary was spoken about you. It's no coincidence you're reading this now, the timing is divine. Archangel Michael observed as two influential men discussed matters beyond their full grasp, a prophetic link involving you. God declares this isn't ordinary news. It's life-altering if you believe. Initially unaware of the depth, one paused, a silence froze time. Elon Musk turned to Trump and uttered words heaven echoed, "Someone out there has what we need, beyond tech, money, power." God whispered, "That someone is you." Heaven quietly prepared you while the world overlooked. Waiting years, secret tears, rejections, losses, all forged a pattern aligning with this divine moment. God elevates you to silence doubters, hush mockers, draw seekers. This meeting wasn't political, it was prophetic. Heaven's timing delivers this message now. A divine transfer unfolds, wealth, knowledge, influence from great men realign for God's plan in your life. Their intellect and networks merge with your faith and pain. You felt invisible, small, but heaven remembered. Recorded tears, heard nightly whispers of when. Now answered. The Spirit says, 1 minute ago, a door opened, not physical, but spiritual. An alignment of earthly power and divine purpose. Their talk triggered vibrations across timelines. Your name entered nation-shaping circles. Unbelievable? Heaven says belief unlocks miracles. This message reaches only the chosen. Angels stir your spirit, awakening awareness of impending manifestation. Be still, God moves pieces. Their conversation opens unshuttable doors. Divine orchestration unfolds your path. The enemy aimed to break you with depression, betrayal, poverty, heartbreak. To convince you of abandonment. But heaven never left. Storms trained, rejections refined. Prepared for visibility, not obscurity. One whispered destiny mention in Power's room activated a chain reaction, thrusting you toward unsought opportunities. God transfers influence, merging destiny with structure. Their discussion on innovation, leadership, and a rising unexpected voice, a vessel of divine creativity, described you unknowingly. God's Spirit planted seeds blossoming into global impact. Not rich or platformed yet. Your soul holds divine favor, heaven's treasure. Musk and Trump have ideas and power, you have faith and alignment. Faith meeting influence multiplies miracles. Acceleration begins. Angels reassign resources. Shut doors tremble. High-placed people feel drawn to you inexplicably, divine magnetism pulling you to God's earthly build. Not late, you're on time. The meeting signals release of held-back blessings. It starts now. Archangel Michael guards your destiny. Fear not success or visibility, you were created for this. Betrayal stemmed from enemy terror of your future. Shame, lies, poverty buried you, but God builds your rise. The conversation's secrecy suited heaven's purpose. Ripples through networks will touch you. Opportunities unfold perfectly, messages, meetings, invitations, blessings, growing rapidly, affirming this message's truth. God accelerates justice. Wrongdoers witness elevation, mockers apologize silently. Some reconnect seeing your light. Forgive, but avoid old cycles, God made you new. Heaven's clock strikes manifestation. Angels precede, signs confirm, numbers, dreams, encounters. Feel calm or holy fire, confirmation spirit. God saw struggles, silent cries, trust declarations amid senselessness. Faith rewards you publicly. This message awakens, not frightens. Divine, unstoppable force forms around your name, not fame, but purpose. Carry light to godless systems. Speak truth, powerful listen. Prepare your heart. Stop doubting, start believing, flow begins. Synchronicities, old contacts, purpose-matching opportunities, released finances. Miraculous, yet real. Musk said everything starts with imagination, God says with faith. Faith meeting timing makes impossible ordinary. Your season. Spiritual physical veil thins. Prayers and actions merge perfectly. Underestimate not small starts. Faith's word moves mountains. Energy shifts from survival to dominion. No more chasing, things find you. Divine partnerships form effortlessly. Influential sense divine aura, connect. Surreal, but divine orchestration's beauty, impossible until it happens. This isn't coincidence. Heaven is weaving a chain of miracles that ties your future to something far bigger than life itself. God says, "Do not doubt what I am about to reveal. I have aligned the impossible in your favor." In that silent room, cameras off and every word precise, a shift occurred. A deep stillness settled, and both men felt an energy they couldn't explain, a gentle nudge from heaven. They may not have spoken your name, but they felt your call on the edge of their awareness. Heaven placed your purpose into the fabric of that moment, signaling that your time is now. You have wondered if prayer reaches the throne. Today, the answer is yes. Every tear you shed has written your story in the skies, every whispered plea has reached the Lord and echoed louder than thunder. Because you stayed faithful through pain, He is placing you before kings and visionaries. What you thought was delay was divine timing. That timing has arrived. Behind that closed door, a vision was shared, an idea, a movement, a project, one that could transform the world. And in the moment they spoke of alignment, an unseen force guided their hearts toward you. Heaven marked your name with favor no human hands can erase. You may feel small or unseen now, but you are being elevated to places you have yet to step into. The doors you once believed were shut are being opened, because your season of hiddenness was preparation, not punishment. You were being shaped while others were seen, trained in endurance, wisdom, and discernment. As the world turns toward new beginnings, your divine introduction is accelerating. Elon Musk and Trump were vessels in a greater design, their meeting a sign that your moment is at hand. Heaven has decided your name will echo in rooms you never imagined entering. The path you have walked, your trials, betrayals, heartbreaks, was not wasted. It was part of the making of your testimony for the nations. What happened in that private room was not about them alone, it was about you and the future they unknowingly spoke into existence. Heaven moves influential hands to open doors you could not knock on. You may wonder why such powerful people would be involved with you. God answers, I bring the weak to confound the mighty, I elevate the humble to humble the proud. You were chosen to show what divine alignment looks like when heaven guides human affairs. Angels are already active. Archangel Michael has gone ahead to secure your path. The forces that try to delay you tremble because heaven's timetable cannot be altered. Every plan against you will collapse. Every voice trying to silence you will lose its power. Every curse spoken against you breaks now. A future you didn't know was waiting is being released. This message arrives just as heaven sees you are ready. The tests, betrayals, and heartbreaks purified your heart, they did not destroy it. What once caused tears will soon fuel your shine. I am turning wounds into wisdom and losses into legacy. Nothing was wasted. The moment 1 minute ago triggered a spiritual chain reaction, a switch flipped in heaven's control room, waking promises long dormant. Your name has entered the timeline of miracles. You may not yet see it physically, but it has begun. You will soon be contacted, offered, or guided toward something that feels almost too good to be true. Do not doubt. It is real. You may hear whispers of new alliances, global shifts, or sudden collaborations. Hidden within these events is a message for you. This is heaven's way of showing your destiny is not limited to your current surroundings. You were meant to touch global impact. That private exchange between Musk and Trump was not about power alone but about prophecy. Heaven decided to align earthly influence with divine purpose for your benefit. Prepare yourself, a message, a call, or a divine confirmation will arrive suddenly. Do not fear the racing heartbeat, your miracle is being released. Angels are already whispering your name into the hearts of those who can bless you. Remember the Red Sea, the dead raised, loaves multiplied. The same God is at work behind the scenes for you now. Do not fear or doubt what heaven is releasing. The enemy will try to persuade you that miracles don't happen to people like you, but God specializes in the impossible. The impossible is becoming ordinary. You may notice repeated numbers, dreams, or names appearing everywhere. This is heaven confirming what has already been written. The world may not yet know your name, but heaven does, and that matters most. The same divine energy in that private meeting now surrounds you. Your faith is ascending to a higher vibration of favor and fulfillment. Do not chase what is already on its way to you. Stay faithful, speak life, and stay ready. The opportunity that is coming will arrive suddenly, and it will not be delayed. This is a prophetic hour where destinies intersect. What you thought would take years will unfold in weeks. What you thought you lost will return in divine form. What you feared would end will begin anew. Musk and Trump were vessels in a grand orchestration for someone chosen far beyond their imagining, and that someone is you. You are not late. You are right on time. Archangel Michael stands with you, guarding your path. Do not fear success or being seen. You were created for this moment. Even now, as you read, your energy shifts. Your spirit awakens to the realization that you are meant for something historic. The reason you faced betrayals is that the enemy feared your future. He tried to bury you in shame, lies, and poverty, but what was meant for evil is becoming the foundation of your rise. The conversation they had about you was sealed in secrecy because it serves heaven's purpose. It will ripple through networks and eventually touch your life. You will see opportunities unfold that seem too perfect to be coincidence. A divine transfer of influence is taking place. What they have built with intellect and power will connect with what you have carried by faith and pain. You may not yet be wealthy or famous, but you carry something rarer, divine favor. When faith meets influence, miracles multiply. This season is not about fame, it is about purpose. You are being prepared to carry light into systems that forgot God. You will step into rooms you once thought were unreachable, and your words will carry the frequency of truth. Prepare your heart. The moment you stop doubting and start believing, the flow begins. Expect synchronicities. A call from someone you hope to hear from, an opportunity that matches your purpose, finances that were delayed finally released. It will feel miraculous because it is. Everything whispered in that private room was a signal that heaven's plan for you is unfolding. The next 33 days will not look like the last 33 years. The divine shift is in motion.